View Inc., the latest startup to go the SPAC route. The smart glass company will merge with CF Financial Acquisition Corp., sponsored by Cantor Fitzgerald, to become publicly listed on the NASDAQ, valuing View at $1.6 billion. View CEO Rao Mulpuri joins us now, fresh off of making that announcement just moments ago. Rao, thank you for joining us. What is dynamic glass? What does View do?
Well, it's a day-to-day window that we've taken for granted for a long time. We need the glass in the window to stay connected to the outside, and yet we need the walls where the glass acts as a wall as well to stay disconnected from the outside. Except at times the window brings too much glare or light, and then we use blinds and curtains to close that. What we have with View is like transition lenses for buildings, where it automatically adjusts itself on the east side of the building. If the sun is bright, it tints, and then throughout the day on the south side of the building, and in the afternoon on the west side of the building. All that happens automatically. Every window has its own IP addressable microcontroller. All of that forms a digital skin to the building. The skin is the largest organ in the building, much like the skin is the largest organ in our body. It's a connected digital network, and all of that works to keep people comfortable, save energy, and make buildings very efficient.
And I know you've raised capital from SoftBank's Vision Fund over the last few years. Rao, why the SPAC route? I get that it is this gold rush and everybody is doing it, but not all SPACs are created equally. And in fact, there could be some scrutiny. Nikola, which also went public by SPAC today, I mean, this is $20 stock. It was once an $80 stock. I wonder if you worry that they're going to face more scrutiny because maybe the financial disclosures right off the bat don't have to be as transparent and as robust as a company going public the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, so we're taking the company public because this is a product and a company that's going to disrupt an entire industry, start a huge movement towards smarter, more connected, more healthier buildings. We've been in this journey for 12 years. We're in this for the very long haul to make this be a global product that's going to change the way people think about buildings and real estate in all different forms. And if you think about where we are today, 12 years into it, over $1 billion invested, we've created a massively kind of complete product where we've taken a minimum viable product in a technology that's been the technology of science fiction for a long time and made huge investments to get the product perfect. We have a massive manufacturing plant that's going to take us to about $1 billion in revenue. We made all those investments. And we have a customer base that's basically big tech companies, big corporations, airports, hospitals, multifamily, and we are really poised for growth. And CF Finance Corp. 2 is also sponsored by Cantor Fitzgerald. They have a lot of exposure in real estate, in this case, Howard Lutnick and his colleagues. And we're very excited to work with them because the next stage of our journey is massive global growth. And their outreach in the real estate markets will get us access to the owners and landlords that can really build awareness with this product and grow with us.
How much more does a smart window cost than a regular one?
Yeah, it costs about 50% more in a commercial building than a regular fully installed window. But for the owner, it generates a much higher rent than the cost would imply. And for the tenant, they pay a little more rent, but they get a lot more usable space. They save on energy and maintenance. But most importantly, their employees will have great experience and are actually much healthier when they experience this product. Think about this like air conditioning. When it was first introduced about 50 years ago, it was a premium, but then now we can't do without it. And so just like that, our customers, once they experience it, they cannot do without it. They can't imagine a world with blinds ever again.
True. It's true. You can't imagine that. But Rao, right now, commercial real estate, it's not exactly boom times. It seems like a tough time to be betting on that being, built and growing.
Yeah, we're growing this year in spite of the pandemic, and we'll actually grow quite a bit next year with all the backlog we have and our customers. More than half our new buildings are actually existing customers, and we're doing bigger buildings and more buildings all across North America, and we're going global now. But if you think about the buildings we're delivering now, they will not really be occupied until after the pandemic. So we're really looking past the pandemic when you think about when we deliver our product. But importantly, the pandemic and actually all of the big factors, if you think about the real estate industry, it's going through a big change already before the pandemic, and the pandemic will only accelerate things. It'll be more tech and connected. It'll be more healthier if you think about buildings in the future,
Right.
and people's awareness around health has only just gone up with COVID. And importantly, it's highly sustainable. So the entire movement towards climate change is actually going to be a very good tailwind for us going forward.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.